Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crisis Watch, your weekly dose. Oh my God, I haven't been on camera in such a long time, Nick. Let's just throw it out the window right now. This is a show about Infinite Crisis that we have every week. Of course, a game centered around your favorite superheroes and supervillains: Catwoman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Shazam, you name it, you can play as them. And we're going to be doing a little bit of history today, aren't we, Nick?
A little bit of recent history.
Yes.
Very recent history, of course.
A bit of a history lesson. Generally, we do we have developer coordination and we play through certain champions, do champion spotlights. But last week we're at PAX, so we wanted to talk a little bit about that. Of course, PAX in Seattle was an amazing event. The weather was fantastic. I didn't want to leave. We went to an awesome place for food. What was your favorite food night?
Oh,
can you choose one?
It was Sea Star for sure.
Oh.
That's the
think I
place
missed
I
that
went
one.
to. Yeah, you did.
That's Sazerac when we went on the first day.
Oh, Sazerac.
Sazerac?
Yeah.
I love that place, man.
You know, they had good Sazeracs too.
Yes, that makes sense. If you're in Seattle, that's definitely a place you want to hit up. But yes, we were mostly there for PAX. PAX Prime was at the Seattle Convention Center there. We played a lot of Infinite Crisis. Actually, we more commentated a lot of Infinite Crisis, of course. If you were there, you could stand in line and actually queue up to play. We watched a lot of awesome community matches. That was really fun. Got to see, I guess, the developing metagame among the community. Talk a little about that. Of course, we also had a rivalry in between two developers.
That's right. Of course, it was Leo's Lions, led by Electric Leo, against Feedsburger 5, led by Michael Feedsburger. And you know what's cool about that? Coming into it, Megan, who was a developer, was co-casting most of those matches with us. Mm-hmm. Her and most of the team were kind of hating on Feedsburger. They were like, Feedsburger, he's going to get crushed.
He's good.
And then the first match, of course, Leo took that down. They were like, yeah, it's going to be a 7-0. But Feedsburger, man, he was really darn good. He picked it up day 2, day 3, and day 4.
Yeah.
Was all Feedsburger, man. He took down that 7-game series 5-2. And what's cool about it, both him and Leo really switched their protectors a lot.
They did.
It's not like, oh, Wonder Woman's the best, we're always going to play Wonder Woman. No, like, he played a lot of Gaslight Batman. Mm-hmm. He played some Flash.
Yep.
He played
Atomic Wonder Woman.
He played Atomic Wonder Woman, and Leo played normal Wonder Woman. Leo played Catwoman twice.
Yes.
There was a lot.
They
of
mix it up.
You
can tell they play a little bit of Infinite Crisis. They do work at Turbine, so it's literally their job to play the game and figure it out. They are developers behind the thing, so it was fun watching their rivalry, and we actually saw some amazing games between those two. If you missed those, I think they're on YouTube. Definitely check those out. But then, as the weekend went along, a rivalry started brewing. I guess there was a lot of foreshadowing about something that would happen on Monday, which is where me and Nick decided, we wanted to play. We got some people from MLG. We got Goldenboy involved. We got DeBears, and then we got Ryan Cole, involved to make a sort of an MLG team. MLG versus Turbine happened, and today we're going to go over some of those matches, and we're going to kind of analyze what we did wrong. If you missed it, should we spoil? See, I don't know if we should spoil.
I think people, if you catch them by surprise with the games,
okay,
they're gonna be in trouble. So we should
set low expectations.
Yeah, I mean, the Turbine people are pretty good Infinite Crisis. They play it all day, all right?
They do.
It was a pretty one-sided.
They're essentially pros. They're pros. Like, they play it all the time. At MLG, I mean, we played some, but we probably don't play it as much as they do. No. It was at the end of a long weekend of casting too.
Well, now you're adding too many excuses.
Really?
No, yeah.
I thought that was the plan, though. Okay. That being said, should we just get into the first game and start analyzing it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get into game 1.
So, of course, these are played on Coast City.
Yes.
Which is a 2-lane map with a lot of different drones in a very huge urban jungle.
I don't know if I want to live
through
through
this
this
power
again.
relays and doomsday devices in Infinite Crisis as well.
Yes.
We can look at the teams. You have Axeltoss playing as Flash. Keep looking at Flash to do his best to try to carry the team.
Yeah.
We've got me as Poison Ivy, Goldenboy as Gaslight Batman, DeBears as Doomsday, Coley as Green Lantern. Of course, a Turbine crew. We got Feedsburger. I think he was playing Gaslight Batman and didn't get quite a chance. Yeah, he's playing Gaslight Batman. They've got a Joker in there as well, Green Lantern, a Wonder Woman, a very strong allotment of protectors. So why don't you tell us about the strategy we had planned at the start?
So compositions are fine. The plan at the start was I'm Flash, and I was going to go Jungle Flash. He's really fast. He can get power relays, and if he's in the jungle, I think he can do good things. With Flash, though, he's not the best jungle character. He's not the best jungle champion as far as compared to, like, like a
Nightmare Batman.
Nightmare Batman,
Yeah.
has has some life steal, stuff like that. Gaslight Joker, another example. So Flash, it's a little bit risky to go for a jungle, but as long as you get help in the initial camps, it's going to be managed going forward. The idea is, in the very beginning, you want to be level 2 as Flash. You absolutely want to be level 2. So that was the goal here. So we can see the blue team, they're coming to the middle, and so are we. We're the red team on the right-hand side.
There's only 3 of us, though, and there's
exactly.
And there's 4 of them in the middle.
And we're going to find that out very soon. Of course, I think I poke forward here. Yeah, see, we're trying to find out what's going on. We see Nightmare Batman, and then we see 4 of them.
Yep.
So at this point, it's 3 versus 4.
And this is Goldenboy, myself, and you here.
Yep.
And we're like, we can't do a 3 versus 4.
We can't.
So Goldenboy and I book it.
Yep.
We're like, you know what? We can't help you, man. We're sorry. We book it. You know, at the bottom, we have a 2-on-1. But that doesn't always necessarily mean the 2 is in the lead because the 1 gets more experience. The 2 should be able to get more drone kills, control the drones, but experience should favor the guy who's alone on the lane. Now here at the top, you can see they're still trying to ambush us going for the jungles.
Yeah.
So we just don't go for them. We have me at the top lane, Goldenboy working his way to top lane, and then you're going in the jungle. But you talk about how Flash is kind of weak on his own in the jungle. So right here, probably either Goldenboy or I should have gone with you to help you deal with that, and then leave right before we kill the big drones.
Yeah,
so
all I need is level 2, and then things
Yep.
become very manageable. We can see I'm still level 1 right now. I'm still working on a camp in the top right, and it's actually remarkably incredible. You can see I'm actually getting low, very, very low on health as it stands right now. And this is the first time I also played Flash in a long time, so I probably wasn't using all my abilities correctly. And I'm still level 1, and I'm already going back. So at
Did
this
you
point,
start with the Q? You gotta start with Q with Flash.
I think I did. I think I did. Is that the one where you dart through them?
And he damages everyone he goes through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good for the jungle because you can hit a bunch of guys.
Yeah, so I'm still level 1 here.
Oh, Goldenboy taking a lot of damage here at the top lane.
Yeah, I actually wasn't. Obviously, I wasn't watching these laning phases much because I was in the jungle. So this is going to be a new experience for me, seeing what happened. Coley, it looks like Coley and DeBear's at the bottom here. Doomsday, I feel like he's overextending a little bit here. It's
I think he's
unclear.
fine. I mean, what he's doing is he's pushing Feedsburger back.
So he can't get those drone kills.
Yeah, he was able to pick up the credits there.
Yeah.
Maybe Coley could have pushed forward a bit.
I didn't know how close he was to the turret there. That's the only thing that was scaring me.
No, he was fine.
Okay, you got to be pretty careful with that. But right now, Coley, he's going to be the Green Lantern. He's going to be focusing on getting drone kills, getting those credits, getting that experience. DeBear's going to focus on staying close to the Green Lantern, staying close to Coley, and making sure he stays alive, making sure he's not in trouble. And they're pushing pretty well at the bottom here. Pushing very well indeed. It looks like. Did they force the Turbine guys to go back even? No, it looks like.
No, there's only been one Turbine guy the whole time. Feedsburger. See, this is one of their strategies. Feedsburger, throughout the Leo's Lions or a Feedsburger match, we saw him as Gaslight Batman often carry an entire team, going like 20-1. So.
Coley.
Coley, don't die.
This is.
Oh, there's Nightmare Batman. Hello, Coley. Coley's got a vulnerability.
Yeah.
He still gets taken out. And that's the
I
problem.
think, go ahead.
I mean, because you see that it was a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
They saw that Gaslight Batman was weak.
Yep.
And Coley's like, okay, Gaslight Batman can't hurt me. Why don't I go in and put more damage on him? He's got to back away, so I'm safe. But unless you know where all 5 of the opposing team protectors are, you're never safe. You're absolutely never safe because we just saw there, Nightmare Batman came out of the jungle. It could have been, I mean, if they had a Gaslight Catwoman, a Flash, it could have been anyone in the jungle who's fast and good at assassinating, come out of nowhere and finish you off if you overextend like that.
Yeah, I mean, something to help that is surveillance cameras, potentially.
Yes.
That's an option. Or having X-ray vision. That's another option as well. But basically, whenever there's a Nightmare Batman on the enemy team, you kind of never want to,
you got to be paranoid.
If
you
you
don't
have
see him
to
on
be,
the map.
or you're going to die.
Yep.
So, like, I feel like there's, like, a line.
Feedsburger's taking some damage, but Coley misses.
There's an invisible line right underneath that fountain, which I probably wouldn't go by unless I know where the Nightmare Batman is on the map.
Or if you're, like, full life and have a teammate
Exactly.
Coley was not full life.
Yeah. Coley is a very bold player, as we'll see as this game goes along, probably. Their comp at the top is interesting. We haven't talked about that too much.
Yep.
They have Joker and Green Lantern.
That's so much damage.
That
output.
is a lot of poke. Obviously, the weakness is going to be as the game goes along. They're going to be sharing credits and experience, which isn't ideal, but it works out here.
It does work out, and there's no way to avoid it. If you have 3, they have 3 heavy damage. They have 3 basic carries on a team.
Yeah.
With Joker, Green Lantern, and then at the bottom they had Feedsburger's Gaslight Batman. So unless they put one of those kind of squishy carry type people in the jungle, which you typically want to avoid, so I wouldn't suggest that. They're gonna have to have one lane with 2 of them. So it's with their composition, it's kind of unavoidable.
Yeah, and they have a lot of escapability too. I mean,
and they've also gotten a couple kills on Goldenboy already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can see he's been pretty.
one kill.
He's been
One
pretty
kill.
low level. Well, We already see level 4 for both. I think both Joker and Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I don't know. See,
I'm
now,
4 too, but that's just because.
Yeah, and we're not going to talk about me right now because it's dude. This is the
Ignore the
hardest.
flash.
It was the hardest game for me, man.
Yep.
It was so difficult. So at this point, I was pretty frustrated. Like I felt pretty worthless. As far as the lane versus lane, who do you think? I feel like at the bottom, it's.
I honestly think we're doing fine on the
Yeah,
lanes.
I agree. I think it's definitely manageable.
The disadvantage is at the bottom. Feedsburger's level 5 because he's been alone at the bottom. He's had the back once, but Feedsburger is the strongest. If you look at the credits,
what they want, too.
If you take a look at the credits, Feedsburger, well, actually, the Joker's a little bit ahead of him, but if he level and credits, and he's almost level 6 now, he's definitely the guy to look out for because he's been alone in the lane, get a lot of extra experience. You know, on our side,
we lost our power relay, by the way. Like that
Yep.
could have took us completely off guard, which is definitely a mistake.
and that makes the top lane much
Yep.
harder because now the bottom lane we're still doing fine on, right? Oh, the Bears. That turret hurts. He's able to get out of there, so it's not too bad. Taking some damage. Uh-oh. Who is it? Is that, we got someone
Wonder
coming
Woman.
back?
I think that's Wonder Woman
Yep.
coming up there.
The
Meanwhile,
Bears should be fine.
I'm
He's
still
by the
level
turret.
2, dying to drones.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, Coley. Coley's so low, man. He's got to be a little bit careful
Yeah,
there.
they're both pretty low. I think. I might swing in here as a level 3 guy. But
Oh, Nightmare Batman's swinging in there. Because he sees that both the Bears and Coley are low.
Yeah.
You look at that mini-map, got Nightmare Batman lurking. The Bears is going up. Nightmare Batman.
Oh.
Okay, he's got invulnerability, so that saved him there. But the ultimate, Feedsburger picked up the kill.
Okay, so Coley got a kill there, I think, on Wonder Woman. I think
Yes.
Wonder Woman might have swung in.
Yep, Wonder Woman tried to come and help Coley. Coley, don't die there.
Oh,
There's a shot of us. That's
there's me.
Golden Boy,
I'm on camera.
and of course you.
my
trying our
my
best.
mouth is so open. Whenever I play man, the mouth is always a gaping. All right.
Oh,
here,
you're trying to get
see,
Feedsburger, but he's
I
level
wish I
6
had.
on
Yeah, I
3.
wish I had. Yeah, Coley. Like no
Can
one's
you
here to
actually
really
take
help.
him?
No, I can't.
He's almost dead,
No, I can't.
but he's also level 6. Yeah.
I needed help.
Oh, he doesn't.
And then Doomsday, and I thought Doomsday was gonna go, but then he didn't. So
Yeah, he could have gone in there and.
So I assumed Doomsday would engage there, so that's why I
Yep.
turned around. So.
If not getting the kill, Feedsburger maybe could have escaped, but at least
Yes.
force him out there, you know.
Yep.
He was kind of overextended. Feedsburger,
I mean, he was
he's
losing
really
a lot
good.
of experience in the middle there,
Yep.
so it's like I thought that was worth it to delay him as long as I could as Flash, and then hopefully wait for a teammate to come and keep him away from lane kind of thing.
yeah, I mean it's never worth it to die, but
Oh, of
staying
course
in there
not,
to almost kill him,
Yep.
set him up for a follow-up from someone else.
Yep.
We got Golden Boy at the top here, but he's 4 versus 6 on the Green Lantern.
Yikes.
Of course, on our side, if you look at the levels, Coley and I are level 6, so we're doing okay. But the whole Turbine team, except for Wonder Woman, is pretty much 6 by now. Looks like Electric Leo with Nightmare Batman's 5, but that's because he's in the jungle, so he's going to be a level lower. So overall, they're out leveling us. I think it's a team. They're probably about 5 levels
so
ahead.
Painful.
Yeah,
I'm level 3 still here.
Yep. Oh, there's the ultimate. Green Lantern almost gets Golden Boy. He escapes. You come in there.
Just to do a little poke, a pokey prod, and then back out. I can do that as Flash.
No, of course you can.
I'm so low and low. I realized that like if they close any distance on me, I'm toast. The turret is low, so we had to back up. And they have those super jumps at the top, and that's because they have both power relays.
That's really why the turret died.
Oh yeah.
The top lane was actually going okay for us. They were a little bit stronger, but it was actually levels and kills are relatively even, except for the one Golden Boy death. But once they got the super drones, it's like you kind of have to keep backing up, and the turret. It wasn't like instantly died. It was a slow, progressive death over a couple different drone waves. We didn't have really good wave clear on the top. You know, I kind of feel I maybe should have been someone else other than Poison Ivy there. Like if I was Joker, it might have gone better, honestly.
I mean, Poison Ivy still has that ranged. You know,
The root.
Yeah, the root.
Yeah.
I think that's nice, and then you can always
It's not
heal up.
quite as good at clearing out drones.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Gaslight Batman is there for, I think. No, at the a Golden Boy at the top there.
Yeah, but
I really
even
like,
Gaslight Batman is more good at pushing other protectors back and putting a lot of damage on protectors.
What if we switched and put Green Lantern top, Gaslight Batman bottom after the beginning of this game?
That might have been good. Yeah, Gaslight Batman's good on his own because he's really good at pushing other protectors back to cover a turret. Oh, they're pushing the top, and
Wonder
they've
Woman
got
won't die, don't worry.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
I'm still level 3.
They know exactly how to play their protectors.
Trying to
even
get
though Wonder
experience.
Woman's low.
And this is so hard to hold this turret. Oh, Nightmare Batman. See, they're trying to come get me, and I'm like,
yeah.
Well, I don't feel as safe as I should underneath this turret.
Oh, there's so many of them right there, and they've
Look,
all
they're
been.
just surrounding us. It's like, I think 4 of them are out there.
Oh, there's Wonder Woman gets a lasso, and Green Lantern comes in. You know, one of the things they have is that they have really good teamwork, like right there. Like the instant Wonder Woman hit the lasso, Green Lantern is already moving forwards.
Yep.
Whereas with a lot of our moves, I've been noticing, like for example, over at the top, it happened a lot. We didn't get the same vision at the top, but we saw it earlier here on this observer cam at the bottom, there'd be things where like the Bears goes in, but Cole's already backing away because he doesn't anticipate that, or vice versa, right?
Now, a lot of that is game sense in a sense, and a lot of that is communication.
It's mostly
between
communication,
teammates.
I think.
I mean, some of it though, like I actually have been thinking a lot about this. Wonder Woman, her lasso.
Yep.
It's like it goes so fast. It's amazingly hard to predict when you're going to do it.
Yeah.
It's the kind of a thing. Whereas Wonder Woman, as we see a pretty big fight here.
Oh, Goldenboy barely gets away. Does he?
Oh my God, those ultimates.
He's gonna get away. Oh, there's Joker picks up the kill on Coley with the rocket.
Yeah. Oh, there goes Axel. Oh, I took down Green Lantern. See, I felt kind of happy. And look at
There
this.
you go.
Watch the ninja tactics. See, he's level 4. Like I feel like this is the best thing I can do. Just try to dart in, get a kill, and then
Get
run
out.
away, stay alive,
That was perfect.
and lead him on a wild goose chase.
That's perfect. I might die here. Oh, there's a Joker rocket. That's probably gonna kill me.
So
No, I get away.
Yeah.
get
So I feel like this is a good thing to do as Flash if you're low level. Just distract him, stay away, take power relays. And at this point, I'm not that useful in a team fight.
So, back at your point, so much of this game, there's so many high damage abilities, so many stun abilities. Even hesitating a quarter second on a gank or a retreat can make or break that situation.
Absolutely.
So it's something where it's like if you wait to see Wonder Woman hit the lasso and then you come in, you might miss that kill.
It's too late. It has to be a thing where you have that partner. You have that person in your lane that you're with, and you're like, okay, in the next 10 seconds, I'm using my lasso, kind of a thing. Or look out for my lasso. Because you can't literally say, all right, I'm going for a lasso.
It's too late then.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work. So, you know, there has to be a good amount of synergy between players, and I feel like the Turbine folks, they really have that. They've played a lot together. They have that synergy where they know when their teammate is like feeling going for the ultimate with Nightmare Batman, or feeling like going for a lasso with Wonder Woman, kind of a thing. They just have that feel as a team, it seems like.
Yeah, for us it was more like, oh, he's done this. Now I should come
And then everyone yells at each other 5 seconds later.
Yep, it's all a couple seconds too late. And this is a game of seconds. It's a very very tense game. You see all 5 of them now pushing the same lane, and of course, they did have that power relay advantage.
Oh my God, that bat swing.
That's a great bat swing.
Yeah. Of course, you're doing what you can there, but you get smashed by an anvil.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm taking a power relay.
See, that was my first death, I think.
Yeah?
No, my second. I lied. My second death. I lied.
So, if we hold that turret, I think it's fine. And I think if Gaslight Batman wasn't so bold there, we might have been able to hold that. It's like I feel like
not with that many super drones.
You think four underneath that turret? You don't think it's enough to hold it?
I mean, I think after it died, we could have pushed him back. Maybe we could have killed. But like with their super drones, this is how big the power relays are. The drones alone, we're gonna kill a turret.
Yep.
So, unless we needed to have someone there who could clear out all those drones instantly, but we didn't have the levels. Because
like Green
super
Lantern
drones
would be a good one for that, innocent kind of.
Yeah, but not at the level we're at.
That's
like
true.
you kind of have to deal with super drones fast with one spell. You pretty much, or one ability or skill.
Yeah.
You pretty much have to be at least double-digit levels. And the idea is, I mean, Coley's getting there. There's the ultimate.
Oh, Doomsday needs to be in the front. He's trying. I think he engaged alone, and of course I can't do anything in this fight.
There's my ultimate.
So I think I just zipped off trying to distract a few of them.
Yep. And that was a good job. You did that well.
And I think I stayed alive too.
Yep. All of us stayed alive except for Doomsday, which is fine. Like, it was actually good that he died first. He's the tank of the team.
Nightmare Batman's after me.
Yeah, he wants to hunt you down.
Well, I don't think he'll get me.
It was really good that you got that power on the left side as well.
Thank you. That was like I can't do much in team fights, so my idea was let's take that power relay, and I was hoping to get back as soon as possible to help defend that turret. But I guess there was miscommunication there, and we weren't able to defend that. Like Leo thought I was back in there trying to find me, and I think this is good for me or good for us, because it's like any distraction that I can give one of their champions if he's just
he's
running
level
around.
9, you're level like 5. Right?
Yeah, it's like I feel like that's good time where we can spend time. But at this point, it's
look
tough.
how fast he clears those drones.
Yeah, we're pretty far behind.
Level 9 Nightmare Batman can pretty much take out anyone very quickly.
What should our plan be here, do you think?
Honestly, I think our best shot is to go for like a really good. We need to get like power relay control and then a good team fight.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. But the problem is that their competition is better for team fights than ours is. This is actually pretty much the ultimate team fight composition, with the exception of Nightmare Batman. But even he's not too bad to have one protector like that, because he can lock down one of their essential. He can knock down
and I'm not even level 6 yet.
Yeah.
By the way.
Flash is actually one of the best team fight protectors late game.
Yep.
But early game, he's pretty worthless in his team fight. So, kind of our goal should be just to survive until Flash gets high level, because once he does,
it becomes a little bit more possible.
Yeah.
Exactly. So and I think that's when, like, I'm at the bottom. I just cleared out a drone wave, and I see the power relays coming up. I'm going up the middle, so I'm going to another power relay to try to again. Yeah. Because I can't do anything back home. I don't think I can do much.
Can't.
Unless I catch someone off stray. But my idea here, let's take a power relay and hope they can keep us alive back home, and maybe go back and help after I take the power relay.
The problem is they're just so good at knowing exactly when to go in and when to retreat.
Yeah.
We do have a nice move
That
there
was
by the
good.
Bears. He
I
tanked a
like
lot
that.
of damage. Now we've got the turrets.
And
in
they're
fact,
under
they're
the
between
turrets.
2 turrets. They're taking a lot. There's a great
Nice
ultimate from
ultimate.
Coley, actually.
This is great. That's perfect. Like,
Yep.
just stuff like that. Just wait for them to overextend.
Oh, in fact, there's a kill on Wonder Woman.
That was such a perfect team fight.
Yep.
And I just took the power relay on the left-hand side. So that's the perfect way to
I
come
think they
back.
got too cocky there.
Yes.
They definitely got too cocky because they were fighting 2 turrets and I mean, it was still a 1-for-1 trade, but it was.
Oh, I'm looking at the top power relay.
Yeah.
Where do we go? I wonder if we should have made a movement there. Our team, the 4 of the team on the right-hand side, should have maybe seen that everyone was low and gone through that power relay.
But we
on
were
that
all
side.
low too. We had to go back and heal.
Yeah, that doesn't take much time compared to them having to go all the way back. Like Green Lantern right now, I bet is pretty darn low on health.
Well, I mean, we went back and healed and went right back out. But
Oh,
that amount
no
of
one
time.
was healthy enough. Oh no, Flash.
Yeah, no, we
Will
were.
I get away from this one? See, I'm just
Uh-oh.
trying to get some levels, trying to kill some drones.
No.
Like, why are they after me? I don't understand.
Because they want to kill you. You're done
I'm level.
for. You're done for.
Dang it. But I distracted 2 of them, so there's.
For a second.
Yeah.
It only took him
Hey,
a
they had to
second.
run to the top left. Look, Nightmare Batman's up there now. So
Yep. Well, he wants to be up there anyway.
they're
He's
not
killing
on the
drones.
right-hand side of the map where power relays can be taken.
So our situation here is team fights are going to be behind, but if we can survive to get you high level, maybe combine some ultimates. I think what we need to do, like, we're not even a good gank team, really.
No.
We don't have too many stuns we can chain together. I mean, Flash can run down and finish someone off if they're already hurt. Doomsday, of course, can put someone in a wall, and that'll stun them for a long time if you set it up right. But that's not too easy to do. Our goal now is just try to catch up in credits and experience, but it's trying to get as much laning as possible and just powering the lanes. And it's like, yeah, it's risky, you might get ganked, but it's a risk worth I'll take. So I'm pushing it top, trying to. But really, it shouldn't be me at the top. It should be maybe Goldenboy. And I should be kind of behind him, covering him, putting. Because I have traps, I can put traps to cover him.
I agree.
Because he's the one who can really carry team a little bit better than I can.
Yeah. So why are you up there? And not see. I don't.
No one else was up there.
I don't think it's a good idea contesting for that middle there. I
No.
think they have us out leveled way too much.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
think someone said, let's do it.
Yep. And we're like, you know what? If we can get the Doomsday device,
Yeah.
we're going to be in really good shape.
Yeah.
Because in Coast City, Doomsday device right here in the middle, it comes up at 10-minute mark, and also a little bit later, they already used it once. And then it's every couple minutes after that.
Oh, this is already a terrible start
Yep.
to any team fight. And
Yep.
then at this point, there's kind of no way we can win this team fight. So.
And there's Goldenboy going down. There's Coley going down.
Yeah.
I think me and the Bears might get away here. And you're coming in from the bottom. There's nothing you can really do on your own.
Can do, no.
Oh,
So
looks like
my
Doomsday's going to go down as well.
my idea here as Flash is to try to catch any of them that are pretty low in health, coming at the end of the team fight to try to get those kills.
Yeah.
But, you know, honestly, I don't think it was a good decision to just even go to the middle at all in that situation.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if they were like hurt
I see.
by the Doomsday turret,
Uh-huh.
and we got them right as they were trying to take the Doomsday turret, maybe it could have worked.
Yeah.
So it's a
Maybe
very
have a
risky
surveillance camera there or something.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things where we're so far behind in the game. Maybe something like something like that is kind of what we need.
move. Yeah, it's
to
a risk.
bring
And
it back.
it
Yeah.
worked out terribly here, but
yeah.
in another case where, like, let's say for some reason a turret put a lot of, like, they didn't send Wonder Woman up front, but they would have, like, somehow, like, Joker and Green Lantern and Gaslight Batman, one of them is really hurt. We can take out one of them before they even realize we're there. Maybe all of a sudden we can make something happen there, but of course that didn't happen. We're desperately defending the power core. And looks like we're going to be okay for now. But, you know, they're getting all those power relays again.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that was really the biggest thing in this game. There was 2 things in this game. It was them ganking us at the start and then you not able to get any good levels.
Yep.
And then the other thing was the power relays throughout the whole game were really in their favor. It's like they only got they got 1 or 2 kills early from some positional mistakes. Like I think Coley and Goldenboy both died early from a positional mistake, but 2 early deaths isn't as big as actually losing those power relays, and then all of a sudden that allows them to get even more position and more great moves off because their drones are just so much stronger.
And you know that might have had to do with the stress at the beginning of that game and not being as cohesive as we could have been. Now I love this how I get the top. Great job, Axeltoss. And then you,
get the right
you're being a sneaky sneak, and you're going to get that power relay on the right hand side. So just like that, we're back up to 2 power relays.
Yeah, and now this is the best part to make a comeback because the top lane will push on its own for us. The problem is, though, they're going to do Doomsday Device. And a Doomsday Device is normally something like, oh, we'll get 1 or 2 protector kills guaranteed minimum.
Yeah.
A turret kill guaranteed minimum, one of those things. And it's like, okay, whatever. We can afford to lose 1 turret. We can afford to lose 1 or 2 protectors. But in this situation, we don't have a turret.
No.
We don't have any turrets left.
No.
So
Wait, not even one defending our...
I'm pretty sure our power core turret is dead. It's one of those things where if they kill a couple of our protectors, we just lose the game because we have nothing to protect our power core here.
Oh, yeah, they can just target it down. And
in fact, they're going to put down a Doomsday Device right onto power core, and it's like, well, we have to kind of come in there to do it.
Oh.
Like, we can't avoid a Doomsday Device, right? There it goes. It gets pretty much every single one of us.
Yeah.
And that's the perfect time to use Doomsday Device when the opposing team can't back away, and they're happy there. See, there's Megan, there's Leo.
Look at how happy they are. I didn't even see that.
Wow. And they're like,
good for them.
Look,
you
Leo's
know what?
like, look how easy
you
this
know what?
was.
I'm happy that they have a lot of happiness in after that game there.
That's what the game's about.
I'm about making people happy, and they seem really happy and excited about winning
we
that game.
succeeded.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? That was a one game by both sides.
Yes.
They won the game. We won that we made more people happy.
Yeah. Okay, Nick, 3 things that you would change in that game to make things better.
I think the thing is, I think the opening, we just like they had 4 people designed to stop you from jungling.
Right.
And that's fine. We can't force a jungle. We shouldn't. But I think we should have switched the lanes up, because at that point you should put Flash in the lane. And yes, he won't get all the credits, but he can get experience.
100 million%.
Yep. And I think that's a point where maybe we put Flash in a lane. I go down to bottom with Green Lantern, or he comes up the top. Basically, I think you should put Doomsday in the jungle with someone else.
That'd have to be Flash, wouldn't it?
No.
Because if you have, so Green Lantern would, because.
Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe
it was Green Lantern, Gaslight, Batman, and Doomsday, Poison Ivy, and Flash. So maybe someone alone at the bottom, and maybe 2 of our damage dealers at the top to kind of meet their Green Lantern, Poison Ivy, or their Green Lantern Joker combo.
I think we could have had. I think at the top would have been best to actually have me as Poison Ivy with Coley. I think that would have been the best combo at the top to deal with that.
I agree. Yep.
And then
both ranged and Poison Ivy can heal you up all day long.
I think at the bottom we could have both you
and Gaslight Batman.
And Gaslight Batman. And Doomsday could have been on his own in jungle. He didn't have Consume, so that would have made it a little bit harder. But Doomsday has a really good. I mean, it's not the perfect setup.
Right.
But I think it's better than what we did. We didn't react perfectly to that. And Flash is kind of, if he can't get that start in jungle, he's got to be in the lane. And what you could do actually. You're in the lane until you get level 4, which comes pretty quickly if you're in the lane. And then once you're level 4, you could switch out or go back into jungle, and you could let Gaslight Batman get all the.
Yeah, because at that point in the beginning, once that gank happens, and once I'm unable to get those early drone kills that are so important to get Flash leveled up in the jungle, he's already kind of weak in the beginning anyway. No, I think that's a really good decision.
So that was the one big mistake.
That was number 1. Number 2.
Number 2, the power relays early on.
Yeah.
The game actually wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad
until the power relays.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those moments where the power relays are up there capturing, like, guys, power relays, and it's already too late.
We're 30 seconds too late.
Yeah. They did a great job being on top of that.
Oh yeah, they were lickety split right on top of those power relays. And why don't you give the third one?
Third one, team cohesion, coordination, and communication. I think is would have been very important there. Being very decisive on team fights. You know. Not only just a team as a whole, but the different pairings.
And in the lanes.
In the lanes. Different pairings in the lanes, very important. The jungler, coordinating with them as well. You know, deciding, okay, when are we going to play aggressive? When are we going to play passive? Should we, is there maybe a Nightmare Batman lurking in the darkness nearby? Should we be past this certain point, or should we be a little bit further back because we're kind of scared of that? We're a little bit low level. Coordination, communication with team, I think would be a good third one.
Definitely. That might even be number 1.
Yeah, maybe. It's so important for the Crisis, and it makes the game so much fun. If you can have a team that is very cohesive, it coordinates very well, communication is great. Oh, Infinite Crisis is so fun. You feel so on top of it, and it's great. So next time, we'll see what happens. Speaking of next time, we had a game 2. So there's a little bit of foreshadowing from Nick. Game 2 will be coming your way. We're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crisis Watch here from the MLG Studios in New York City. I'm Axeltoss, joined by Axslav. We just saw game one of our match against Turbine. It didn't go how we necessarily planned. We're going to get some more feedback, some more input, however, from an individual who was on our team. He was the Green Lantern in that game. It's Ryan Cole, a.k.a. MLG Coley. How's it going today, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Have you recovered from that game? I don't know if I have yet.
Not yet. No,
Not
I have
yet.
not.
Yeah.
I have not recovered from that game yet. It was
might take a
actually
week
a
or
horrendous
two.
showing on our end.
So let's talk about it a little bit. As far as context is concerned, why did that match happen, game one?
I think the whole idea behind all of it was the pick of Flash, because we couldn't sustain the jungle as well as we should have. If we were going to go in the jungle, it should have been probably 3 people with Flash taking out some of the minions there.
Right.
But I think that was the biggest thing. And if they were counter jungling us, we should have counter jungled them.
So what were your thoughts going into the series? Obviously, you know, as a squad, I don't think we've had too much experience together. Under the banner of MLG, the team that we had was a little bit pulling from a bunch of different places. Going into the series, were you confident? Were you not confident? What were your thoughts heading into that match against Turbine?
Oh, I was really confident. I think that was the biggest thing. But I'm always overconfident. I like to throw out some trash talking here and there too. But I think we could have had that game. It just snowballed from where we had it. You didn't get the jungle as Flash, and that just pretty much snowballed for you. And you tried grabbing the power relays and stuff like that. But I think bottom was holding its own for a while, and then we got ganked here and there. But and then top was getting annihilated as well. So I think on your end for S Flash, it was probably a really frustrating game for you.
Yeah, it was tough. I felt so helpless throughout the entire thing. And not only from a personal standpoint, but I'm on a team, right? So it's like I have an obligation to help the team, and if I'm level 3, that's not going to happen, and I feel terrible kind of a thing. So enough about me and Flash. I don't want to think about it. Other than the Flash trickiness early, what do you think is the main thing that went wrong from MLG, like from the MLG team? What would you have done differently if you could do it all over again, kind of a thing?
We weren't coordinating well enough at all. I think a lot of it, the team fights that were coming out, or the turrets, they were diving turrets, and we had like 3 people there, and they had 5 people there. It just, and I know there was, you know, we were grabbing relays and stuff like that, and protecting, like our bot lane, but we should have still been there. When we saw it, we should have been there, or countered it in some way, shape, or form. But they came at us hard, and we didn't have anything to do. I mean, we couldn't do anything even with our turrets there. So.
Well, moving forward, can you rate your personal play in that game and what you kind of learned going forward?
I think overall, I think my personal game was okay. I mean, I got targeted a lot. I died a lot. But I did have the most drone kills at 101, which is on our team, which was double pretty much everybody if you added them together. But I think in terms of my play, I was a little aggressive on the bot lane, mainly because I was pushing Fiesberger back. So I felt it was necessary to keep that push going. But my Doomsday was like on and off here and there. He was running back and forth. I didn't really know what he was doing, and I think our cohesion there kind of like made us a little bit worse down at the bot. But overall, I think I did a fairly decent job controlling that bottom. I did a lot of damage. I think my ultimates were on. I was hitting. There were 2 ultimates there. I hit 3 players, and then the next ultimate I hit 5. Yeah, exactly. But I think the biggest thing with all that is we should have literally gone in all together. We were kiting way too much.
Yeah, it's honestly, for me, it's hard to pinpoint one particular thing, and that's the thing. Like, it's even a Crisis, it's a team game. There's so many things you can lay out that kind of went wrong. But Coley, I want some smack talk against Turbine. What's the game plan next time, and you know what do we kind of need to fix going forward? How are you going to change your play, or how are you going to encourage the team to change the play, and what's going to happen the next time MLG faces off against Turbine?
Well, we're gonna win next time. That's hands down. We're
Easy.
gonna practice. We're gonna do some stuff. We love playing a game here in the office, so it's gonna be something that we dive into a little bit more. I think a lot of people weren't really as familiar with Coast City as they should be, but I think if we would have done if we would have done the other map, we would have been great. But I think Coast City is definitely what we need to do, and learn in the process. So.
It's a very technical map indeed. It came down relatively recently for Infinite Crisis, and not a lot of people have access to it. Infinite Crisis is still in the beta for those who don't know. Also, quick note on that: tweet at Infinite Crisis or message them on Facebook, and you can actually get a beta key. That's what they told me. So there's a secret from Axeltoss. Cool. I think that might be all we have right now. Nick, anything to add to ask Mr. Coley before we let him go?
I just want to ask your opinion. Earlier when you were watching the game, I was theorizing that after that, the opening went so far south, it might have been better to have like me and you on one of the lanes together, maybe at either top or bottom, and then put Alex with Gaslight Batman on a different lane, where Gaslight Batman can try to hold the lane, and Alex can just pick up some experience, because at a certain point, like, the jungle wasn't going to happen just because we had started off too far behind. And then maybe Doomsday, kind of just doing whatever jungle he can on the edges. You think that could have worked, or?
I think it could have worked. However, I think what we should have done was a 1-3-1, where 3 people were in the jungle, 1 up top, 1 bot. Because we were playing a 2v1 bottom, and we still weren't pushing it as well as we should have.
Yeah.
I think I would have had a higher level of success down there if I was by myself against Fiesberger. And I would have gotten a lot more drone kills and all that. But I think it would have been better for us if I was bot and just by myself, and our Doomsday was elsewhere, either helping out top or helping out Axeltoss in the jungle. I think that would have been a lot better. He could have tanked all the damage on the drones and the camps, and that would have been way more beneficial for us.
Yeah, I think one of the different problems is that we had 3 in the jungle at the start, and they had 4 counter jungling us. So it's just like, it's 3 on 4, you know.
Yeah.
If we had Doomsday there too, maybe we could have had a good fight to start, and then who knows, it would have been us snowballing them.
Hindsight's 2020. It was a lot of fun. We learned a lot, and going forward, we're going to be practicing a lot to take out any challengers, not just Turbine. People are watching and say they can beat MLG. You're wrong. I'm sorry. We're going to play, and we're going to have some fun. Coley, thanks a lot for talking to us, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, man. All right, that was Coley. He was of course, the Green Lantern in that game, and he also played in this next game. Now, we should provide some context going into this game too. What's your main thought of our mindset, our mentality, our thoughts, our coordination going into game 2, considering how game 1 went?
So I think a lot of it was that, like, we were kind of trying to, like, think up some convoluted strategy in game 1 of, like, 3 go in jungle, and it really should have been probably 4. But basically, we were trying to do, like, a pro strategy with a team that had never played before. Some of the people had only played the game once or twice on our team.
Yeah.
So we were like, you know what, game 1, we're trying to overthink it, right? We were trying to do something that was too complicated for our current team that had never played together. So we're like, game 2, everyone just pick your favorite protector and just do the best job you can do with that. You know, keep it simple and just focus on, like the big point game 1. Top was doing fine.
Yeah.
Like, we had no turret damage until it took both power relays and the super drones came in, and just the super drones crushed us, right? And it's like, the reason it happened is because we're trying to think, oh, jungle this, jungle that. We totally forgot about power relays.
Power relays, yeah.
So again, you're like, just keep it simple. Just think about where the objectives coming up. Focus on doing good in your lane, and just simple, very basic MOBA.
Yeah.
And that was kind of our philosophy.
We were all very, we were upset a little bit. We were a little bit on edge. I mean, we just lost. We've been hyping this match, and then we go out and perform below our standards. So in game 2, it was more about, you know what? Let's just come together. Let's relax. Let's just play it well. Let's be smart. Let's play what we're comfortable with. And we're going to see how that goes after a quick break. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crisis Watch. Axeltoss and Axslav here. We're going over a bit of a show match we had against the Turbine crew at PAX Prime in Seattle last week. Went over game 1. We talked to Coley about it. We had some theories about it as well. It's now time to get into game 2. I say we just go ahead and jump into it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Of course, coming to this game, we're down 0-1. We're like, all right, we didn't come all the way to Seattle to lose. You know, we're going to tie this up. We're going to make this good. Our team comp, though, why don't you talk about it?
I mean, I played Nightmare Batman. I figure we want an assassin. Honestly, our team comp, it's bad in team fights, but it's not that bad overall. I do think we've got a little bit too much tank/support.
Yep.
because it's okay to have a Doomsday and a Wonder Woman on the same team, 2 guys up front, but I think having 2 tanky guys plus a Zatanna can be power damage, but she's also a lot of support abilities too. So you've got 3 people who aren't too good on their own, right? Zatanna, Wonder Woman, Doomsday aren't that great just one-on-one on their own. And then we got one guy, Nightmare Batman, who's excellent on his own. And we got Cyborg, who's pretty good on his own too, but we've got no one who can really carry a team fight, except for Wonder Woman, but then it's almost like we're wasting Wonder Woman because we don't have too many people to combine with her. But that being said, I think it's still a playable team comp. It's not like we're all assassins or all, you know, it's not, it's definitely playable.
I mean, I like the point you made. I feel like we don't have that power damage dealer right now. Like we don't have that.
Zatanna's the closest.
Yeah, Zatanna's close. Yeah. We don't have that Joker. We don't have that Green Lantern that I think would be fairly valuable. Like ideally, if you're thinking about making a team comp at home, if you have a few friends and you're trying to find out, okay, what do we want? A good general idea as we watch them all pick up cars and rendezvous somewhere. The beginning of this game.
Oh, this is funny actually.
Yeah,
Why don't we talk about
we'll talk about this. Yeah. Let's just talk about it right now. So they all picked up cars. Remind me about my point a little bit later though. But they're all picking up cars, and they're coming to the bottom of the map here. They're trying to ambush anyone who comes in the lane. This is something you can do in Infinite Crisis. Wow, they didn't run into each other.
Well, they're kind of just trying to troll us at this point.
Yeah.
They won game 1 very easy, and they're like, you know, it'd be really funny. Instead of actually playing.
Oh, he's got the taco.
Oh, the taco.
Gosh, why didn't see right now we're like playing super serious. We're like really checking our corners, making sure they're not going to ambush us. And at this point, we don't see them in the jungle. We don't see them in the lanes. We are freaking out right now. We're like, where the heck are they? Like, let's stay cautious. They're probably in our jungle. They're trying to gank us. Zatanna, don't go anywhere alone because again, they're trying to gank us. You know, they'll 5v1.
You know, I actually should have waited another second to kill that guy because I didn't get the full experience there.
Oh, because people were around there?
A little bit too close. I mean, it's a minor detail. It's still going to be totally fine.
I mean, you still got level 2 after that camp, which is pretty nice. But this is a great start for you. And again, like we're freaking out. They're still at the bottom. They're waiting with their tacos and cars, wondering where the heck we are. And I think they just say, you know what?
They should all throw them at a turret. I wonder how much damage. If you throw 5 cars at a turret, how much does that do?
Do the math on it, Nick. You're the math guy.
Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers though.
Okay.
this is hilarious. So they're trying to troll us, but like we're so scared that we're sticking together as a team.
And we're doing great here. Like we're actually getting a bit of
right now,
experience.
Sure.
We're, you know, our jungler's already level 2.
Yep.
But then they put Gaslight, Batman, and Cyborg at the bottom. But anyway, okay. So back to my point. As everyone goes to their various lanes and gets ready to go. If you're making an Infinite Crisis composition, I think a really good idea. Your first 2 choices are going to be who's going to be your attack damage dealer, who's going to be your power damage dealer. I think those are 2 very important aspects of a team comp. So like that would be like a Gaslight Batman and a Green Lantern kind of thing.
Yep.
Or
Cyborg and Joker.
Cyborg,
you could crisscross those as well.
And then you mix in the supports and the tanks.
And maybe an assassin.
And then maybe either assassin, and the assassin is generally going to be your jungler.
Yeah.
So looking at both team comps, I think they were messing around a little bit with theirs.
Yeah.
They put both Gaslight Batman and Cyborg at the bottom.
They just want to kill a turret.
Yeah, so I have a question for you. What do you think at this point in time? We see Cyborg and Gaslight Batman at the bottom. What's the best decision to make? Because we're Wonder Woman and Doomsday at the bottom.
That
like,
makes no sense.
It makes 0 sense whatsoever. We're both melee champions going up against 2 ranged champions. What decisions do you make here to change things up?
Honestly, I think would have been by far the best. We put Wonder Woman and Cyborg at the bottom. And then me as Nightmare Batman, I should be in a jungle, but I should be jungling close to there. Because when you put a Cyborg and a Gaslight Batman together, the threat of that is that the power damage champions are often a little bit faster at just bursting down a protector. But the attack damage champions like Cyborg and Gaslight Batman, they are by far the best at taking down a turret. So if you ever get pushed back, even early in the game, both those champions can just unload so much damage on a turret while it's being distracted by your drones. That you really can't afford to have that lane pushed too much if they have both those protectors on that lane. So if we had like Wonder Woman and their own Cyborg, and now they'd be pushing you guys back because the Wonder Woman can't really push a lane, and they've got 2 good lane pushes versus 1.
Yeah.
But
if I mix in a lasso, you come in with the Nightmare Batman,
and Cyborg comes in with damage output.
Tracer shot.
That would have been perfect.
Well.
And then we could have like Zatanna and Doomsday at the top is perfect, or even you can have one of them in the jungle or something, but. Now we've got 3 on the top.
So Goldenboy should be coming bottom.
Yeah.
About a minute ago.
No,
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, Goldenboy and you.
So it's Goldenboy and me at the bottom.
We need someone who can put damage on a protector to bottom because
Yeah.
they're going to be overextending. Like, look at this. They're I mean, they have to. Like, the way you play those two protectors is going to be aggressive.
And they already got the turret down, and
Yeah.
I can't do it. Like, what can I do here? Really?
No,
like,
Wonder Woman alone can't do anything on lane. She should never be alone on lane.
Yeah. And then look, Doomsday's coming back to help me.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
But like, if I was in a jungle there and there was someone else on the bottom, that would have been amazing because Nightmare Batman.
See, this is nice. Good job, Nick.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are the power relays coming up soon?
No, I
or
think
are you
they
just
are.
chilling there? Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, you're trying to sneak to the other
What
one.
happened is I was gonna take this one because they're about to come up and then.
I think I told you to go.
Yeah,
to the
you
other
told
one,
me to go to the other
because
one.
I can get this one on the other side.
But then what happens is they're on top of it and they're I actually don't get it.
I think that's fine though. I think that's.
Yeah, it's
still
fine.
worth it.
Because we have someone else taking ours, right?
Yep.
So I'm waiting here in the shadows. It's about to be unlocked, and
Yeah,
their
he's
Gaslight
okay.
Joker is coming in here. I see him coming, and I'm like, he's a level ahead of me.
Yep.
And one-on-one, Gaslight Joker is a stronger one-on-one up against Nightmare Batman. Of course, Nightmare Batman's much better closing distance and locking down the squishy, but Gaslight Joker's not
Joker
a
is the
squishy.
last guy you want to
Yeah.
try to fight with Nightmare Batman. I think.
So I just jump in the jungle and grab a couple of their
Yep.
other urban
I think
urban
overall that
drones.
was really worth it. You
Yep.
know.
I think honestly we're doing fine this game except for that bottom. The
Yeah.
competition.
We just still have a melee at the bottom. Like
Yep.
it doesn't make sense.
You can't have a melee against two range guys, and we try to.
Yeah, we're not going to kill him here. I think this
yeah.
is just to scare him a little bit, poke him away. Maybe draw them away from the top. Maybe draw their attention somewhere else.
And here's where there's a little lack of team where you said back up, and I
Yeah.
kind of I didn't hear it right. And then I suicide in the tower.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance we kill Gaslight Batman there.
Gaslight Joker.
Sorry, Gaslight Joker.
Yeah, no, I maybe there was one more lasso up, but I did. It was
Yeah.
cooldown. I think he used it.
True.
So we didn't have that.
There's a last one to
Yeah.
Zagnet. Goldenboy. See that's the coordination you're talking
If
about, right?
Goldenboy was there, I mean,
If he was there to land the tracer shot,
you
I don't know if she'd be dead, but she'd be
very
pretty darn low. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you were still alive, coming with me
Yeah,
in the
one
middle.
batarang from me, and it would have been a kill. So much of it is about because there's typically in this game, there's characters with a lot of stunning abilities and there's characters with a lot of damage. And if you combine those two and sync them up well, like Wonder Woman has some great stuns and mobility plays, but she has no damage. Cyborg is insane damage, but he has no real stuns. Like he has one pseudo slow, but for the most part he can't.
It's
really
it's
stop
up to
somebody.
whoever he's with to get
Yeah.
to make those stunts happen.
Yep.
to-
Uh-oh, that's
nice-
not good.
Oh, nice.
That was a
teleport.
that was a nice little protection from you, but it's not quite enough.
That was reflex, but yeah, not near enough at all. Nice little gank there from Leo.
And you know what? They actually is a Gaslight Joker and Shazam is a pretty neat combination because it doesn't have quite the same damage output that some others do, but there's so much stun between them that it's actually pretty scary. Because Gaslight Joker has the ham toss, which is it's not really stun, but it forces him back towards you, right? So you can count it as something to keep them in the battle. Then Shazam has both a knockdown and he adds a lightning field, which is a little bit of a slow too. So you've got a lot of different. Then of course he has the power punch. Shazam's actually one of the more versatile characters as far as tanking and stunning and okay damage output as well. I think he might be slightly underrated in general.
Oh.
Ooh.
It was a good try.
Yep.
So I don't think Cyborg is up there yet. Oh, and you're up there. It looks like. So we're gonna have 4 at the
I'm
top here.
lurking.
This is a good time to do a little bit of pushing here.
The problem is the bottom. While the top is doing okay, we had the same problem. I think we really couldn't afford to have Cyborg at
We
the top.
needed to have Cyborg there helping
Yeah.
deal. Like he's the only.
And
ranged.
honestly, that's not Cyborg's fault. It's
Sure,
the team's fault.
Sure, and it's also a team comp thing in a sense, right? Because like we were talking about earlier, if we had a Joker, if we had a Green Lantern,
Yeah.
maybe one of them would be okay at the bottom, kind of a thing.
But I mean, like our team did have the tools to deal with it.
Yeah.
We just had to put Cyborg at the bottom.
Yep.
And it was up to the team to say, hey, let's put Cyborg at the bottom. And we never said that once.
Yep.
Like we said it after the game. We're saying it now, but
You were like, you know what? Maybe that would have been a yeah. It's
we never said it during the game. Said, hey, Goldenboy, we should have you at the bottom. And we had Coley there, and Coley's the second best at the bottom, but there he's dead.
yeah.
Zatanna can't really deal with both of them on their own. And now I'm there, but I'm
You
there
don't have
too
level
late.
6 yet.
Yep, I don't quite. I'm getting there.
Nice damage dealing there.
Yep.
Cyborg gonna target you down. See, this isn't bad at all. Doomsday's helping out, but there's the teleport in from
Yep.
Zatanna. Very good move there. And look, Shazam is there as well. And Doomsday might die. Goldenboy, you did not need to be close there. I think
Yeah.
you just got taken out, and now Goldenboy swooped up. So
Or
just
I
like
didn't-
that. Did you die there?
No, I got away. That was Doomsday died.
Yeah, Doomsday and Cyborg dying there.
Nightmare
little
Batman doesn't
unfortunate.
really die. He always sneaks away. That being
And
said,
there I
okay.
come. I think I'm
Yeah.
swooping in. I might try to grapple down the Feedsburger. It looks like Feedsburger got away there. But this, I mean, it's tricky at this point because our Cyborg is gone. So how do we really deal with this composition?
Yeah. me and you combined might be an almost pull 2-on-3 if we both had our ultimates. Just because if you did your ultimate, then I'd jump in and kill one
Just
of
get
them.
an automatic kill and then bring it down to a 2v2 and then have me take the rest of the damage. And
Yeah, maybe like if you save the lasso, then do that again. We might even get another one of the damage. Like their guys will die so fast, Nightmare Batman, if they can't walk away. So if we had really good synchronization, I think we could. We were out leveled there as well, which is a problem.
Yeah.
And if they have Zatanna there, she has so many good abilities to. She's got an ability that can slow us, so we can't chase him down or he can't run away. She's got a protect ability that can be protect or punish. It can either put a shield on them, or it can actually hurt us. And then of course she has a damage ability as well. So a lot of she's actually. I mean, I think Poison Ivy personally, I like Poison Ivy better as a support, but Zatanna has some really good abilities. But the thing about Zatanna that I don't like her is because I haven't played a whole lot with a synchronized team. And Zatanna's abilities require much more coordination and perfect timing because it's like her ultimate. It turns into a bunny rabbit, but it only lasts for like a couple seconds. And if you waste even half of that time, or even a fourth of that time, that makes the ultimate really weak.
Oh, I feel like this is going to be a misinformed decision from us.
Do we come in and try to get him here?
Is that what we do here?
That would be. There's Shazam at the
Oh,
top.
see, Goldenboy led the charge.
Yeah, that's.
I think I went to go try to protect him, but at that
He's
point,
dead now. With South Cyber, yeah.
So now there's, I think, 5 of them are up. 2 of us are gone. At this point, it's just like, try to hold a turret somewhere. I like that you're pushing at the bottom. I really like that. I would honestly keep you down there.
I'm actually our strongest protector right now, I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm I mean, level 7, I think Coley's level 7 as well. But I've got
Oh my god, Coley's died 5 times. Goldenboy's died 4 times. There's one thing about Infinite Crisis. I always say it. If you don't die, you're going to set yourself up very nicely in the game.
Yep.
I'm all about that death column. And if we look at Blue Legion, yeah, and if we look at Blue Legion, lots of zeros there underneath that death column.
They haven't died.
Oh yeah, they have no death. So it's 0-13. It's a 13-0.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, if you stay alive, you're gonna do well in Infinite Crisis.
Yep. There's Doomsday. This is actually going not great for us, but their Batman's
at this
brave
point,
enough he can just charge in there.
And let me know if you disagree. I feel like since we're so far behind, like straying away from turrets is something you kind of never want to do.
Yes. I totally agree. So we're actually getting the power relays here, though.
Yes. And I think we coordinated this, me and you. And,
Yep.
and the idea here is get those power relays, try to make this comeback happen, leave 3 back home, stay underneath that turret, don't die. Stay alive as long as possible.
Yep.
I think is the idea.
Where am I at right now?
You're on the left side.
I'm on the left. Okay.
You're taking that power relay. So that's great.
Yep.
We get both power relays. That's fantastic. And now we're going to start, the top lane is going to push naturally.
Because we have those super drones. Yep, so we don't need to be there. I mean, it's nice to be there as well. They get some of the experience. But
So that was really good. And to consider what they accomplished there, I think they got a kill. They did some damage to that turret.
Yeah, the power core turret.
Yeah, the
well,
power core turret.
I think we have our bottom turret. I think that was already dead earlier.
It was already dead earlier, yeah.
They actually didn't get a single turret kill that Doomsday
So
device.
again, Infinite Crisis is all about establishing the objectives. Okay, what are they accomplishing? What are we accomplishing?
That was kind of a bad push from them, actually.
We made the great decision to be like, okay, we can probably have 3 hold this turret,
probably.
make sure it doesn't die, make sure it doesn't take too much damage. Obviously, don't give them any kills. At the same time, have Axeltoss and Axslav take those power relays and get that comeback started.
Yeah, this is actually, it's surprising how far we are behind in kill deaths. But
We're
it's
still
actually,
in this.
it's a
I think I said that during the
Yeah.
game. I'm like, guys, we got both power relays. We can still make this happen.
I mean, we're definitely behind.
We don't want a team fight here. Well, if it's 5v3, but we can't really know how many they have.
Yep.
But I think any 5-on-5, they win. Unless we
yeah.
do it perfectly.
I mean, honestly, neither of our teams has a great team fight composition.
Yeah.
Their team's not actually great in team fight either. So if we were equal
Oh,
levels,
see if we can get Fietsberger there.
Yep.
And I
used the
there.
ultimate there.
I think I might use my ultimate too.
Yeah.
He
But
gets-
your ultimate didn't quite get Feedsburg. That was a lack of coordination.
Yeah.
Because your ultimate got some of their guys, and I went in for Feedsburger, and I was trying to work him down there. But we didn't target the same people. I think the rest of the team targeted Cyborg.
The Bears. Got swatted by him.
Yeah.
I like how you're poking in there. Like, that's exactly what an assassin should be doing. Never
Yeah.
engaging, just staying away, getting damage done, isolating enemy champions. And at this point, it's only me and you left alive. But thankfully, we're still pretty early on in the game, so our teammates come out pretty soon. But the idea here should be stay underneath that turret, keep the turret alive, stay underneath the turret.
Yep. And you know,
And I think that's what I'm
what's
saying.
interesting here is they actually don't get much credits for killing us at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it's just because if they outlevel you and the kill death is Like, if we kill one of them because they're all in killing sprees,
Goldenboy. See, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say we actually would get a ton of credits for just killing one of them right now.
Yeah. Yep. See, right now I don't think we should be at the bottom at all. Like we should be on the other side of the turret right now. There should be. I don't think there's any reason to engage down here without that turret, without that defender's advantage.
Yeah, I agree.
And there I am under the turret still. I think. I think I was trying to say that, but.
People get brave.
Yeah.
People do get brave.
But I mean, do you agree with the whole the logic behind that being the turret's the defender's
I would
advantage?
disagree if they had super drones, honestly.
Sure.
Just 'cause the turret-
Because look at the top lane, by the way. Again.
Yeah.
Again, if we just hold this turret, we're fine. And see now I was trying to come into this game with the no comment mentality, and I'm gonna stick with it. So no comment, Nick. Continue.
So this is actually a pretty good situation. That was a good bunny. That was a great ultimate by Coley. We just didn't have quite enough. Like Cyborg was spawning a
I
second
had a
later.
decent lasso there, but I think I landed on the Gaslight Joker, which I mean he was in turret range, so it's fine. But in a sense, like he's not the guy you necessarily want.
Yeah, we were all going after Cyborg there, so that would have been the ideal thing. But we're actually holding back, and now we're backing up.
And look at the top.
This is actually okay. Now we've got to keep that turret alive. That turret dies. Now we're in trouble.
They just target that power.
And here's where 5 seconds ago I should have gone back, and I think we would have been okay.
Honestly,
I shouldn't have gone for
if
this
we
top
think
power
about
relay.
the engagements that happened earlier, remember there were people engaging at the bottom of the power core there, which I think they should have been under the turret. We can hold that turret with 4. I'm very confident we could.
Well, also I should have gone back after taking the left power relay and just been happy with 2-0.
Yep.
Because thing is the super drones at the bottom would be nice, but as long as the super drones at the
I see
top,
what you're saying. Yeah.
we're pushing that anyway.
Yeah.
And if I came back,
oh, they're happy. Yeah,
we
give
go.
each other high fives.
It makes it all worth it to see that. That's the joy of losing right there. Seeing the other team very happy.
Good. That's great. I'm very happy for them. Of course, there's no reaction shots of our team. No reaction shots to the losing team. That was a lot of fun. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with those matches. Learned a lot for sure.
That second game, they were kind of trying to troll us.
Yeah.
But it's going 5 bottom.
Yeah.
Let's
get down to the 3 things. One thing I want to say about the game was like, what's so cool about Infinite Crisis that I think we were at like 0-18.
Yep.
And we were still in that game. Like
we were. That being said, though, the main reason we were was because they had so little credits and so much less experience than they should have, because they're all on bottom.
Yeah.
If you're 0-18 and they're spread out.
Yes.
And so they have a credit like. We were 0-18, but we were actually, I think, even on credits roughly, or it was very close.
They had like a 10,000 advantage.
Was that much?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a pretty.
But
big
it could have been 20,000. Probably.
Sure.
It could have been.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of comeback ability in Infinite Crisis,
seriously.
especially with the incorporation of the power relays and the importance of positioning and the defender's advantage. I think is massive.
I really love the power relays.
Yeah.
I like having those things in the middle instead of like a lot of other games. You've got what makes your minions, your drones, or even call them stronger, is in the opposing team base. So like if you're winning, you'll win by even more.
Yeah.
And Infinite Crisis, that can happen, but other team has a chance of like, well, we can't take them a heads up. Let's sneak around and do some cool moves.
Yeah, I mean the power relays kind of involve a lot of teamwork. Like that's a big thing about power relays. Pulling away from lanes, making those decisions to go after those power relays, finding out when it's optimal. And again, the defender's advantage of turrets is huge. Having it when it comes to that. We should get down to the 3 things though. Okay, 3 things we could have done better.
By far the biggest competition.
Where our guys are
on
the lane. Like we could talk all day about what champions we chose, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to when you're in the game. Like we could have dealt with that with what we had. I think we agreed. Cyborg at the bottom,
along with either Wonder Woman, Doomsday, and then I should have been jungling close by, so that as soon as we say they're extending, Doomsday get ready. He pushes him in a wall.
Yep.
Cyborg lays on the hammer, and I come in to finish it off or whatever.
And if Wonder Woman's down there, like maybe the lasso to initiate kind of a thing. I agree 100%. That's a really big deal. I feel like really valuing the defender's advantage is important, like staying underneath turrets. Not engaging in a place where there's no turret when the turret is pretty close by, so it's manageable to get to that location. Turrets can dish out a lot of damage, and especially if the enemy team is ahead, I feel like that's when the most overextension is likely going to happen, because they feel like, okay, we're gonna get more kills, this is the easiest thing in the world. All of a sudden they're under turrets, and then they're feeling even more
confident. 2 turret shots.
Sure, and
brings them low enough.
Yeah, and it's that early on in the game where it's still going to do a lot of damage. And then if our team is there holding, not necessarily looking to engage, but staying a little bit back, seeing if they overextend, taking advantage when they do. That's when you're landing your lassos. That's when your Doomsday's charging forward. That's when you're seeing your ultimates and stuff like that. Waiting for that moment. Those are two. What about the third one?
Honestly, I think the third one would be I could have done a lot better in the jungle. Like, I did the one part where I got good in experience, and I was actually a very strong protector. But one of the strongest things of having someone in the jungle, if it's Flash, Catwoman, Guess It, whoever it is that threat on their squishy protectors if they overextend. And I didn't have the map awareness to say, oh, you know what, like,
At the bottom.
guys at the bottom,
Sure.
why don't you guys pull back a bit and we'll try to set something up. And I think we could have gotten a kill or two in there. And if you that can swing it big if you get an early kill or two on a Cyborg or a Gaslight Batman.
Yeah. It's you know that was honestly another fun game. Obviously we lost and didn't go so well, but it's fun looking at these games and analyzing. Okay, you know, we could have done a lot better if we had just made just very small different decisions here and there. You know, maybe send Cyborg to the bottom, maybe Nightmare Batman jungling a little bit better, which I mean it's fine. And then of course, you know, valuing the defender's advantage. A lot of things that can be done differently to make that a little bit better. I'm not saying we would have beaten them. You know, obviously they have a great squad. They did great, 2-0, fantastic to them. But based on how happy they were when they won, that like just makes me want to rematch even more. So we're gonna see. That's probably gonna happen sometime soon. So do not count Team MLG out. We're gonna be back and we're gonna be strong. But hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Crisis Watch. Anything else you wanted to add there before we wrap things up, Nick?
Looking forward to that rematch. Maybe we'll have it all, you know, all of us here at the office.
Yes.
We'll get Coley back. Coley's good.
Yeah.
He's actually playing really good Green Lantern. We'll get maybe Anton or someone else in there.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll have open applications. If you want to be a member of Team MLG, you can add me Axeltoss in game. Maybe down the road we'll do something like that. But obviously we had a lot of fun at PAX Prime playing against Turbine and casting some Infinite Crisis. It's always a pleasure bringing you coverage on Crisis Watch as well. Until next time, we'll see you later.